Here are the factors that went into our decision to choose this Dallas Airbnb. 1, we needed to be close to the grandson. 2, it needed to fit our budget. And 3, we had to have a 2-bedroom place.
How do you think we did?
We're Chris and Melissa, midlifers on the move, living in 12 cities in 12 months. Right now, we're staying in Northeast Dallas. Should we call this place home someday?
Let's review our neighborhood needs checklist.
They are coffee shops, group fitness, arts and entertainment, grocery stores, restaurants, and outdoor fun.
And this.
We are on our morning coffee walk in our Northeast Dallas neighborhood. What do you think so far of the neighborhood, huh?
I don't know what I think yet. I think we have to do a little bit of analysis. We just both popped up out of bed, put our shoes on, go to get coffee. She looks nice. So walkable neighborhoods are a huge deal to us. And this would be our first neighborhood where the walkability is a little bit...
In both Minneapolis and in St. Louis, we had really cute neighborhoods to walk through. They're very pleasant. And there are aspects of this neighborhood that are nice, and there's a nice trail.
But I would say the walk to the coffee shop or the grocery store or even the restaurants gets a little...
Well, it's like, that kind of suggests that it's unsafe. It's not unsafe, it's just unattractive.
Yeah, it's just unattractive. It's like, hey, they thought about sidewalks after the fact. Huh? How about this? It was built in a time when everyone was like, you're just gonna drive.
Well,
that's what I think.
I think it's still very much that time in Dallas.
And then, you know, they've got these trails that they've built, but it seems like they just found like, oh, well, let's build the trails under this.
One thing with the Northeast Dallas neighborhood that I've noticed that makes me go, this is very much a drivable city, is that it's huge. It's not a small, defined neighborhood. In St. Louis, Central West End, defined. In Minneapolis, downtown East, very defined with all of the different things that we wanted and needed. This is different.
It's spread out. Everything in Texas is bigger, including neighborhoods. Honey, I have calculated our walk to the coffee shop is a half a mile. What is the farthest you would walk to a coffee shop?
How far would I have to walk to get coffee?
Exactly. How far would you?
That's the answer. if I didn't have the ability to drive, if I had to walk to go and get coffee, I would walk as long as I needed to walk.
No way, really? So you'd walk 26 miles?
Unless I had coffee at home that I could make. Yes.
I think there's a limit. I think there's a limit where you just go, well, I guess I'm not going to have some coffee today.
No, there's not. Another thing that we've learned when it comes to walkability is we would rather walk in the cold and be bundled up than walk when it's like 100 degrees out. September, 4th hottest month in Dallas. I can't imagine the other 3.
And it should be said there's probably other neighborhoods in Dallas that are very walkable. We just didn't seem to pick the one that was.
Correct.
So if you know of one, comment below.
Honey, did you know about 300 people moved to Dallas every day last year?
300 people every day moved to Dallas?
Every day, like if you average out the amount of people that moved to Dallas last year, it works out to about 300 people a day.
That's a lot of people. It's booming here.
We've noticed a couple of walkable group fitness options, LA Fitness and Fit 180 personal training. They look great, but we're being extra cautious and staying out of gyms for now. In this shopping center, there is the Pocket Sandwich Theater. I guess it has been around Dallas for almost as long as I've been alive. And it's supposed to be a lot of fun to go to the shows. It's like a dinner theater. What else did I want to share? Oh, and it's not going to be here very much longer. There are new owners of this shopping center, and they don't feel like the theater fits with their vision, so the Pocket Sandwich Theater Company is getting a boot.
How could a theater not fit with your vision? It seems cool to have a theater in the shopping center. It's been here forever. Why not keep it here?
And to have a theater venue in the neighborhood. Like, that's something that's important to us, is having access to arts within our neighborhood. And this place wouldn't have it for us.
No. Arts and entertainment rule!
In Minneapolis, the Tony Award-winning Guthrie Theater was within 3 blocks of our building.
And there were bands playing weekly at Day Block Brewing Company, which was just 3 blocks in the other direction. It was awesome.
We timed it just right in St. Louis. The Tennessee Williams Festival was going on, and we were able to walk over to a performance of the Glass Menagerie.
And on Friday nights, musicians performed in street corners near a few of our favorite Central West End restaurants. It was quite swanky.
There's a great grocery store that's close-ish. It's an 11-minute walk on not-so-nice sidewalks in 90-plus degree heat. We were spoiled in Minneapolis with a grocery store in our building, and in St. Louis with one right across the street.
Breakfast tacos close enough to walk to? You bet. This place is great in the walkable restaurant category. There's so many taco options super close, I don't know what to do. Oh, and one of my favorite donut chains is also right here in the neighborhood. So this Dallas neighborhood, it has a nice trail system really close to it. So that's awesome. The problem about this Dallas neighborhood in September is it's smoking hot. Trying to run when it's 80 degrees in the dead of morning is super hard. I don't really know what to say, but as you can tell, I'm having a hell of a time.
We lived in the Yaletown neighborhood of Vancouver, British Columbia for 9 months last year. I didn't drive at all, and Chris usually only drove once per week. According to Walkscore.com, Yaletown ranks high on walkability. Its rating is 88 out of 100.
The downtown east neighborhood of Minneapolis scores were pretty high too. Walkability, 90 out of 100.
St. Louis's Central West End wasn't too shabby for walking either. It scores 77 on walkability.
Sadly, our Dallas location scores the lowest in the walkability category, just 59 out of 100.
In hindsight, is there one other factor you wish you had better considered?
I wish we would have really known the walking score.
So from now on, what will we be looking for when we look for the next apartments?
Next time when we get a place, we are going to either, if we can, before we get it, check to see exactly what the neighborhood is and then do further research to see what its walkability is. That's one.
When it comes to looking for a place or getting a place, what are the main 2 ways that we do that?
The 2 main ways are we either use Sonder or we use Airbnb.
And with Airbnb, once we book, we can get the address. And then once we book, we have 2 days to cancel. Is that correct?
Yes, you have 2 days usually to cancel your Airbnb. So that's the time where we can book and then get the address. And then we can do a deeper dive into what the place is going to be like, where it's going to be, and most importantly, walkability, because we're really hurting here.
And there's a website that we found out about today that we will be checking with the address from here on out, and it is called Walkscore.com. That is going to be a new part of our research.
Ah, yeah.
All right, be sure to check out all of the fun we had in Minneapolis. It was a blast. And St. Louis, Central West End is awesome. And then subscribe because we're going to be visiting so many great neighborhoods over the rest of this year.